The hunt for convicted Facebook rapist and murderer Thabo Bester continues. Now this week, new information emerged about how he managed to escape from the Mangaung maximum security prison. Newzroom Afrika's Andersen has the details.
The Thabo Bester saga is one that looks likely to keep developing, with more shocking revelations on the way. While we now know that the convicted rapist and murderer, who became known as the Facebook rapist, is on the run, the story is becoming difficult to keep up with. So as a result, let's take a small step back. When the first version of events broke around Bester's so-called death, the Department of Correctional Services claimed he had set himself alight in his cell at Mangaung Correctional Center. The body found in the cell was believed to be Bester's until a report by news agency Ground Up in November 2022 started to reveal some anomalies in that version of events. In March this year, the first media reports began suggesting that Bester had in fact escaped. Social media posts circulated after an alleged sighting of Bester out in public. By the 25th of March, just a few days ago, Correctional Services confirmed that Bester had escaped back in May and had been on the run for nearly a year. Fast forward to this past week, where the department went into more details about how they believe Bester escaped. Commissioner Magoti Tabogale also revealed that G4S, the private security firm that's been running the Mangaung prison in a partnership with Correctional Services, is adamant that Thabo Bester never escaped.
Findings of the investigation report clearly reveal that Thabo Bester was assisted to escape from lawful custody on the 3rd of May 2022. Yet the contractor maintains that he died in his cell. This is contrary to overwhelming scientific evidence available. Greatly worrying is the fact that a private vehicle was allowed inside the facility without a gate pass on the day of the escape, possibly carrying an unknown body that was bent beyond cognition in cell 35. This talks to a facility that has compromised its security systems beyond any reasonable doubt. Tampering with surveillance cameras points to a failed monitoring system, deliberately orchestrated to conceal crucial evidence and individuals who aided Bester to escape.
The latest batch of Ground Up reporting details how Bester was allegedly running his own scam media company while behind bars. Despite his incarceration, video of Bester joining a video conference via video call under a different name left South Africans stunned. So the government now describes the Bester saga as a well-calculated and organized escape debacle. Correctional Services also moved last week to discipline the prison director, accusing him of losing control of the facility.
It is necessary that an intervention of this nature be undertaken due to a number of security breaches and other disturbing practices identified by the investigation report on Thabo Bester. When compounded with the post-mortem and DNA sequencing results, it becomes vividly clear that as Correctional Services, we are dealing with a well-calculated and organized escape debacle. Hence, on an ongoing basis, the South African Police Services continues to investigate this matter because it has elements of criminality.
While police have not publicly communicated any leads on the race to find and recapture Bester, the whereabouts of alleged lover, Dr. Nandipa Magudumana, are also unknown, as media reports continue to allege the pair's joint involvement in all kinds of dodgy deals. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Andersen in Johannesburg.